Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another replay cast. Today we are looking at the game in the tier 10 French tank destroyer, the Foch 155. Probably the only person that's even still playing this tank, so acing it's not really the hardest thing on the universe, but playing this giant piece of shit kinda is, and it's nice to have some decent games to actually show up on this channel, just because of my name and whatever else not. Anyways, playing Crackcore, got the north spawn, and the usual ambush play I make here, kind of similar on both sides. You kind of want to control this middle part, especially if you have an autoloader, if you have a TD that hits for a lot of damage. You should probably try to contest this point of the map if you have any kind of team support, and we do. I am also platooning up with one of my subscribers in this game as well. And this is usually the first ambush place you meet. You usually meet clueless people like this, because if you're not clueless, you're not really going to be sitting in that position. And you can see how clueless this guy is by how he responds to what I'm doing to him. And this is pretty much the perfect scenario for the 155. The perfect opening. You get the trap on the tank with a lot of health, and he actually manages to miss you completely. So pretty much the perfect start for me here. This ambush works with a lot of tanks. 57 Heavy is a great example as well. Even tanks like the Batchet could set up a pretty good ambush there and pretty much do the same to that Type 5 that I just did with this tank, only it would have been obviously a bit harder to pen that with the Batchet gun. Anyways, now we just chill for 45 seconds like you do in this tank for the reloads, and we'll see what we can do once we actually are ready to fight the enemies. We're just gonna make sure that we are in the clear from our teammates, because teammates that drive in front of you in this tank are really annoying. And now also you can enjoy this aiming time. You can just enjoy the amount of time it takes. And I do go for the greedy shots. I did go for them on the Type 5 as well. I don't know why really, but I guess I'm just a greedy fuck. There's not really other reasons to that. Nice roll with the first shot. Really nice roll. 922 means that we don't have to shoot him 3 times if we low rolled twice there. But do manage to shoot the IS-7 in the back as well, so pretty much 2 for perfect clips so far. We did take some damage in return, and we did lose a repair kit for the second clip. But in this kind of game, you want to push your pace. You want to make sure that you're really mostly aggressive in games like this. There were only, what, 3 tier 10s per side, 2 tier 10s and RD, so we must be aggressive. We must make sure that every time we reloaded, we are ready to shoot and ready to kill people. Instead of just sitting around and laying ambushes the entire game. Now this is a pretty shitty situation to be in. E5 closing in from the back, the Ferdinand as well, and the E1 is still there and is still kind of my worry as well, because if I turn around he could fuck me pretty badly there, but he dies, and now we can go for a ridiculously lucky shot on the Ferdinand, which is what I decided to go for, and now the E5 is the next on the plate. Does pen me, both of them do. The Ferdinand obviously didn't really have to try very hard to fend that shot, and we do manage to pick up the E5. Not really the cleanest kill there, as I needed 2 shots, but still pretty reasonable. 3 mags down, and we're almost at 6k damage. That's pretty much as good as it can ever be in this tank, and just waiting around here, seeing what the Ferdinand decides to do. Probably not really a good spot to chill, as the Ferdinand could try to just come out and kill me, but now, while the Ferdinand, we wouldn't be the worst kill possible. He doesn't really have enough health for me to sit around there, plus the E1 is already going for him. So instead we're gonna go for this camping waffle. That is pretty special position to be camping at, so well done to that guy. And we'll see if we can get some shots off once we're actually loaded and don't have to worry about being picked up before we can even shoot him. Again, try to reduce the range as much as possible. I'm pretty sure the furthest we shot in this game was so like 150 meters away maybe, and that's really where this gun is usable. Any range above 150, you're gonna fucking miss everything. Not even talking about these kind of unaimed shots. This tank games for way too long, and our armor actually decides to be useful for once. We actually bounced a shot here that would have killed us, so, you know, got saved from that 230 pen by this excellent armor from a guy that didn't even bother to aim for me, at me for more than like half a second. And we managed to pick up the RD as well. And here's the end plate. Ace Tanker, 5171 experience with the triple, high caliber, and that's probably some kind of fucking lucky metal Spartan, I don't fucking know. 7,134 damage done, 0 assisted, 11 shots fired, 11 hits, 11 penetrations, 4 kills. a pretty surprisingly clean game for the 155, as usually this tank is famous for doing around 750 damage per mag, just because the 2 out of 3 shots just miss, bounce, or just, you know, do nothing. That's usually how this tank works, but in this game we nailed every shot, and most of the mag went into full or high health targets, so we didn't really have to go for the kill securing shots, which is really, really uncharacteristic for the 155, but still a pretty good game to showcase why controlling that middle with an autoloader can be really, really powerful. Doesn't even matter what kind of autoloader you're playing, and even the high alpha TDs can work reasonably well. Or tanks like E100s just trade off really well in those corners, so that's something you might want to think about next time you play this map. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next one.